foodies in the audience? Who likes the junk food? There we go. Did you hear McDonald's? They just came out with a new McPlant burger. Yeah, and the McPlant burger, it looks like and tastes like just like meat. And now they've got a new project where they're going to make their actual beef look like and taste like meat. That's a long-term project, folks. So yeah. In fact, I think I'm still digesting a Big Mac from earlier this year. I looked up on the internet what the only organic ingredient or natural ingredient of a Big Mac is? The paper box. Yeah, the bun isn't even close. All right, you ready for your next comic? Yeah, we need to do better than that. This is a great tune here because he's not only your next comic, he is a local favorite, also known as the Cedar Kid. Let's welcome to the stage, Tanner Tuttle.
One more time for Jared from Subway, everybody. We got him out just for this, okay? It's all right, we're paying him in 6 inches. Don't worry about it, we'll be good, don't worry. I actually wanted to start off with something. I just found this out, so I just wanted to spread this information out to you guys. So, the head coach of the Golden State Warriors right now, Steve Kerr, won championships with them. He used to play in the NBA, he won championships with Michael Jordan, he won championships with Tim Duncan. I actually think offspring's pretty fly for white guys. That's who it's about. Anyway, so he has a son. What do you guys think Steve Kerr decided to name his son? Nick? Yeah, go ahead and say it in your head if you want. Don't say it out loud. Just say it in your head, like, yeah, now it's starting to go around. It's a ripple effect. Like, I've never wanted to call someone Nicholas so bad in my entire life now. Like, we're gonna go with the proper name now. Like, it's like, I feel bad for all those substitute teachers that just walked in that day, just not knowing what was gonna happen, looking at that roll like, that's a prank. They're just gonna be absent this whole week. I'm not dealing with this. I'm not doing anything with that. When they hand in an assignment, then I'll figure it out. But until then, they're not here. Some of you might be able to tell, my throat's a little messed up right now. I was playing basketball at my gym this past week, and I got elbowed in the throat. So, just kind of working that. Yeah, it's just another reason I hate Nicholas, okay? You know, that kid's just a fucking dick, alright? Oh, that's fun. So, like he said, I'm from Cedar, and now I live in Vegas. So, when I first started doing comedy, I would just drive my way down there. I'd drive 2.5 hours one way, wait, do a 5-minute set, and then drive my way back up here. And it's like, you can go over a 5-minute set a lot in that 2.5 hour drive and still completely fuck it up as soon as you get up here, okay? Now I only have to drive like 20 minutes. It's a lot better, guys, so I appreciate it a lot. I actually came up here for Halloween, because you guys, Halloween's actually legit when you have it on a Saturday and Sunday here, because you can go trick-or-treating twice, okay? You go Saturday, get all the cool houses, you can go again Sunday, get all the other houses out of the way. It's a 2-for-1, it's a good thing. But I came up to visit, and a bunch of my friends were like, actually, we're not wanting to go to a haunted house this year. We actually want to go, someone's holding an escape room. Do you want to go to that? I was like, an escape room? What's that? They're like, oh, it's this room that you go into, you pay, and then a bunch of crazy stuff happens and you just try to find a way to get out of it. Like, if the cards are stacked against you, odds are stacked against you, you just try to find your way out. I moved out of my hometown. That is the major and ultimate escape room, is it not? Why pay and do it again? I've already done it, I've succeeded, okay? So I've grown up here, small town. I talk to other comics who think that they grew up in a small town. I talk about small town values. One kid's like, I'm from Little Rock, Arkansas. That's got 500,000 people. I'm like, oh, sweetie. That's not small town, okay? And so he's just like, all right, what makes you think you're from a small town, huh? What makes you think what happens at your town won't happen in mine? I've seen 2 illegal drug deals get paid in the form of a check here, okay? Do you know how much trust and how long you have to be buying from the same dealer to get away with that? As soon as you call up to re-up, there's a security question. You're like, hey man, can I get that re-up again? They're like, yeah, what are my kids' names? Sabrina and Nick. I don't know why the judge says you can't see him for another 7 months, but if this is what gets me the deal, this is what gets me the deal, you know? It's like the thing, like if I was like, you know, now, like, even if I knew the kid my whole life, go to Vegas, Oakland, LA, as soon as you pull out that checkbook, dead, instantly, I could just see it now. And it's like, you don't want embarrassing words, your last words on your tombstone, you know? Some random person walking through the cemetery and just like, what does that say? Don't cash until Monday. Okay, there was a story behind this cemetery. That's right here. Honey, Google the name. We need to figure out what's going on here. Thanks, guys. That joke is inspired by a death in my family I felt could have been avoided. Here we are today. But another way, like growing up in a small town, like I've noticed, like is like how people recognize you. I feel like you get weird instances when you grow up in a small town. Back in 2004, I was a freshman in high school. I was 14. I was at the local Albertsons when it got robbed. Yeah, I was there with my mom. It was right before closing time. There was like 8 people shopping total. 2 guys in masks come in, waving guns. You know, we all go up front. They have us all into a circle, and one of the guys holds a gun to me, throws a roll of duct tape at me, and just says, start duct taping people right now. So I'm like, okay, we're gonna start with my mom. All right, I'm tired. That's what you get for fucking grounding me. You know what you did. Go around and duct tape everyone else up, you know. We all made it out, we all survived. I got free groceries that night. It ended up being fun. But 3 years later, the manager there that night was then my manager at my first job here in town too. So go to my job, I meet her, and she just looks at me and she's like, you look really familiar. Have we met before? I'm like, I don't know, I've lived here my whole life. Do you have someone, like a kid the same age as me or anything? She's like, no. She's just looking at me like, there's something about you. Something happened to me when you were there. Did you tie me up? I'm like, you gotta be more specific than that. I tie up a lot of people nowadays, okay? Were you there that fateful night that started? Just like, and like, I got a dipshit friend, I'm sure all of us. We all have a dipshit friend that we still hang out with for some reason, yeah? If none of you are making any noise, it's probably you. That's all I'm gonna say. So, I have a friend, he's not here right now, we can make fun of him. So, he, anytime I call and talk to him, anytime, doesn't matter what I'm talking about, he always has to ask me what gas prices are nowadays. I don't get it. He could call me up and be like, bro, like I heard one of your friends at the bowling alley passed away, right? Like that stuff. I was like, yeah, it's Chuck. Like I knew him even before I worked there. He's like, yeah. How much are your gas prices out down there right now? You fucking asshole. What are you? You got shares of BP oil? Like why do you care so goddamn much about this? So I tell him the price and he gets all smug at me and saying, it's 40 cents cheaper up here. If that's your sell point to coming to Utah, move. Like, that's all I'm gonna say. So I got a little upset, and so I was like, you know what, I gotta fire back at him for this. So I'm like, all right, like I get that, that's cool, cheap gas. If I wanna go to a dispensary and go buy me an egg, how much is that gonna cost me there? So, oh, we don't have that there, weed's illegal here. All right, strike fucking one. I wanna go to a strip club. How much is my cover charge? How much is a lap dance gonna cost me? They got local fees, what is it? Oh, we don't have any of those around here either. All right, strike fucking 2. I'm not doing so well. I'm like, bro, your liquor store closes at 7 p.m. You have a thing called last call here. It's at midnight. Don't fucking talk to me about that. Swing and a miss again, you're out. You know what? I will pay an extra $3 a gallon to get all the fine, expensive, and everything I have in Vegas right there on my front door, okay? I will fucking take that any day of the week. No problem, man. So then after that, he was like, hey, so did you bring any weed up? Can I buy some weed off of you? Like I did, but it's an extra $100 for the ounce. I was like, what the hell happened, bro? Why is it? I'm like, didn't you just hear me? Gas prices are out of control, bro. I'm not paying for inflation. You're fucking paying for inflation, bro. Oh, God. And then, like, so I moved down to Vegas February 29th, 2020, on leap day. 2 weeks later, the world decided to shut down on me. So I was like, that's a great time to get all my ducks in a row to not have this happen. So like, I feel like it was also kind of a good thing because I wasn't into like any habit or a routine while I was down there yet. Because like people go down there and people were freaking out, as they rightfully should. Like I didn't care the entire time really. Like my mind was on to other stuff. Like it's cool to come back and forth. Like there's no mask mandate here. There's mandates still in Vegas all the time. I'm tired of the mandate. Mandate this, mandate that, mandate. I prefer to date females, you guys. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, but then like it's also like if you tell me to wear a mask in there, I'm gonna do it. I don't care. I like being smothered. So this is just practice for me during the day. You guys are just helping me out. Put your mask on. All right. Sit on my face and spell which vaccine you got for me. I can last. So yeah, like and then so like everything, you know, people are worrying and freaking out. Like, am I gonna have a job? Am I gonna have money? You know, am I gonna be able to go to the store and get what I want for my kids during all this? This entire time, still to this day, to this pandemic, I'm like, so are the Make-A-Wish kids still getting their wishes? What's happening to them, right? Doesn't this seem like the best time to take a bunch of sick kids to Disneyland is when it's closed to the rest of the general public? Is that just me? Does that just seem weird? Like, who had to be the one to tell these kids that? Get them all in there and be like, hey guys, Disneyland's canceled. So there's a virus and disease going out there. We gotta stay 6 feet apart, even though we deal with worse diseases and viruses in here every day. And I gotta stay 10 feet away from this kid, you know, in his little bubble boy. But here's a VR set. You can get on Splash Mountain and enjoy that. I'll just throw water on you at the end. You'll be good. Like, and then some of these kids wanted to meet, like, you know, want to meet superheroes and stuff like that. So like, what do they do for that? Just set up a laptop and have Zoom meetings and have a guy switch costumes every hour? Just goes from Iron Man, Spider-Man to Superman so all the kids can get it, you know? Hopefully none of the kids wanted to meet Tom Hanks as Woody. I thought that joke would make a big splash. Man, where am I telling these jokes? Am I in Cedar or am I in Philadelphia, huh? Oh, there's more Tom Hanks movies coming. I'm gonna run this bit into the ground. There is no help of Saving Private Ryan, okay? So you can just hop on the Polar Express if you want. Because look at me, Sully. I'm the captain now, okay? I get it. This is a tough subject. Like after this, you guys just want to cast me away, you know? I get it, I kind of look like him right now. I get it, you know? But first you gotta catch me if you can. But then once you do, I'll hold my head high when I walk that green mile. Yeah, you got mail. All right, go ahead, I got one more little bit. So the holidays are coming up. I'm not a big fan of the holidays at all, actually. My favorite holiday is actually Father's Day. And it's just because I like to really mess with my friends a lot. So I've got one friend. He used to hook up with this girl, had a friends with benefits girl like 10 years ago. Ended up getting her pregnant. She calls him one day and she's like, look, I'm pregnant, but I've already got an abortion scheduled. I'm going through with it. Just wanted to let you know. He's like, okay, cool. He's like, you know what? I get it. Her body, her choice. But I just wish I would have had a say in it too. Get to talk to her about it. You know, stuff might be different because of that. And so now, every year on Father's Day, I wait until like 10 o'clock at night or so, and then I'll send him a text. I'll just be like, hey man, did you get my text from earlier today? Even though I didn't send a text earlier that day. And then he'll just be like, nah man, I didn't. What's up? I just go, oh, I went to text you Happy Father's Day, but I guess something happened to him before you got a chance to see it. That's been my time. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Tanner Tuttle. Enjoy the rest of your night.